Hey y'all, today we're gonna make an electric pressure cooker pork loin and gravy.
Oh, while having a whole lot of fun.
Oh, yeah. Welcome back to another edition of Cooking Chris's Dishes with the good old boy.
And Aunt Lou.
And we're going to make another dish from recipes, thatcrock.com. And today we're going to make a simple pork loin with gravy in an electric pressure cooker. You can have a really fancy dish, which you would think you would have to cook a pork loin all day. Well, if you got a slow cooker, you can. Or, let's say you got an hour before you got to have dinner ready.
Bam.
Break out a Ninja Foodi, break out an Instant Pot, break out some kind of electric pressure cooker, and you're going to have yourself a very good dinner. And what you're going to need are some ingredients. Some very important ingredients. Like, I don't know, maybe a pig. Right here we've got about 4 pounds of pork loin. And then you also need 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup, 2 things of gravy, and a cup of chicken broth. Now when I say 2 things of gravy, we're going to make this a little bit lower carb because I know I've said this before, but I'm on the bandwagon and I've been doing low carb for the past 2 weeks. And, well, might not look very well on camera, but I can tell you the scales are telling me different. So I know it's working. I'm going to stick with it. So we're going to do, that was my phone. I'm sorry, my bad. We're going to do au jus gravy. Au jus gravy has 1 carb for a ½ teaspoon. So all together, this has 12 servings in it. So we're going to put it together and make 2. That's 24.
12
all the
plus
math.
12 equals 24.
And then with this, you've got
with
8 grams of
brands
carbs.
we're using.
Yes, with what we're using, we have a total of 40 carbs total. Now that's 40 carbs for the entire meal. You figure with a 4-pound roast, you're going to get about 8 good servings out of that. So that's only 5 carbs per serving. That is what we call low carb right there. So all you want to do is you want to take your soup. I didn't think about this. One of us got to run camera. You want to run camera and I'll do this?
I guess. I've just been standing here.
You hold that.
Yep,
You just stand there. Look pretty.
Well,
You're going to take
that.
your soup and put it over the top of your roast. Spoon it. Spoon it.
Spoon it. Spoon it.
Slather it. Whatever you want to call it. You just, I guess now this is your blog post, so.
I know. I thought you'd at least let me say something while I was standing here.
Well, you're still talking, but nothing's coming out that matters, so.
Yeah. It's just one of those simple recipes. This actually started with the steak with gravy recipe.
Which is good.
Which is amazing.
That's one of the first ones that we filmed, and I was very, very happy. That was super good.
And then it was pork loin with gravy, chicken with gravy, everything. And it's
Notice a trend?
It's
Gravy.
just this very simple recipe that takes like just a few ingredients and gives you this great flavor that's just very much comfort food and one that is always a crowd pleaser. So,
this is one of those, just like you said, it doesn't take that many ingredients. You don't have to be a gourmet chef to make it taste good.
This is actually a great recipe to like start with. Like
Yeah.
whether in your crock pot or your electric pressure cooker, it's a great one to start with because it is so simple.
Now your original post shows pork gravy mix, which you can totally use. I think it's got more carbs in it, which is why Cris was wanting to do the au jus
That's what
gravy
she
mix.
said.
But either way, you're going to take both packets.
It's still going to taste good.
And you're going to shake it right over the top of your soup. Make sure you get it all out of there.
Yep, we want it all.
And then, last thing you do is take your cup, because we're doing an electric pressure cooker recipe. You need to make sure and have liquid in the bottom. So a cup of chicken broth.
Now this is with a 6 quart.
Yes.
So if you are using an 8 quart, you'll probably want to bump that up to
Actually,
a cup and a half.
This is our 8 quart.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Then you need to bump that up to
Cup and a half?
Cup and a half.
Hang on. Let me go get more chicken broth.
So, and the reason for that is it makes it easier for the unit to come up to pressure. And so that way you're not going to get any kind of burn notice or it won't come to pressure kind of thing. So, there you go. Extra ½ cup.
Right there.
And ba-bam.
Now that, if you look at that, that looks like a mess. Give it 40 minutes under pressure and it won't look like a mess, it'll look like dinner. And that's exactly what you want to do. You want to put on your pressure lid if you're using your Foodi, or if you're using your Instant Pot. You know what to do. Make sure the lid's on. Make sure it's set to seal, not vent. So we're going to set this for high pressure for 40 minutes. And then when 40 minutes goes off, it's going to stop cooking. And we're going to naturally release it, which means don't touch it for 15 minutes.
Well, we're going to take it off of the keep warm feature.
Yeah, don't do the keep warm, because you want it, once it's cooked, you don't want to keep it warm. You want that pressure to go away. If you're going to naturally release it, make sure you don't have the keep warm feature on. And then after 15 minutes, go ahead and vent it the rest of the way, and then we will present dinner to you. And in this case, it's going to be in 3, 2, 1. And our pork loin is done. Remember, it went up to pressure. It stood there for 40 minutes, and then we let it naturally release for 15. And then
Did it get to sit down?
Any more, it sat down in there.
Okay.
On
Well,
its
you said
butt.
it stood there.
It's pork butt, even though it's not pork butt, it's pork loin.
Pork loin.
But
It
there
sat
we
on
go.
its loin.
Butt again. It did. It sat on its loin. And then we just flipped it over. It had already vented all the way out, but if it needs to vent a little bit after 15, it's completely fine. But when you get done, y'all, you get this. Check that. That's steamy. That looks good. I like how those mushrooms stay on top. That's good. Makes for a pretty shot anyway.
It
But
does.
let's bring it out of there. If you want to bring me that plate over here. And I should be able to just skewer it with my meat fork. And sure enough, she comes out all done. We'll set that down. And I'm going to take my ladle. And I'm just going to stir up this gravy. You can make it reduce down further if you wanted to bring it down to a boil. I don't care what you do. I'm too excited to eat this.
He doesn't want to wait.
No, I am starving, and this smells so good. I love mushroom gravy on anything, and I love a good pork loin. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this gravy, and I'm going to
Hopefully not make a mess.
go ahead and set it back down on the counter.
Okay.
We're going to do
Look
it
at
like
Brooke.
this, and then I'm going to get a good shot. You're going to get a pretty shot here. Watch this, y'all.
Ready. Do it you.
All right, say, hey, y'all, watch this. Take that gravy spoon on top and you get this. Oh, yeah. That. Oh my gosh, that smells so good. And that was that au jus gravy. So it's more of a, really it's kind of a beef gravy, but it goes really, really good. It smells good with that pork loin. So let me grab, we've got our pork loin sitting on our
Pretty.
fancy dishes. Of course, we eat off paper plates
We'll
around
eat
here.
on our real life dishes.
Yeah, because I have to do the dishes today, so my best way of doing dishes is throw them away.
And Cris gets really mad whenever he throws away the good ones.
He really, yeah, she does. All right, so I'm just going to take a sliver of this pork loin. Oh, yeah. That's going right through there.
apart.
Yeah, it is. That's a good sign when it does that. I have a fly flying around my ear,
Yeah, I saw that.
whispering sweet nothings. I'm not your type.
He's taken.
I'm taking. Make sure I don't scratch Chris's dish. Is it good? And then I'm even going to go a little further.
It's like melt in your mouth, kind of.
Take just a little bit of that gravy and put on top.
Like it's not dried out at all in the slightest, and just fall apart. It's hard to get it on your fork. I'm surprised you got that big of a chunk out. Right?
Now, we made it low carb, but that would still taste really good with mashed potatoes. Or
Mashed cauliflower.
mashed cauliflower, rice
I'll
cauliflower.
Stop talking with my mouth full. Sorry.
Chris's Brussels sprouts, her fried Brussels sprouts, go really good with that.
As a side,
what,
not
this-
over them, right?
Again, we want to show you. No, just put them to the side of them.
Okay.
Check it out. Look at that. Hello. Look at that. See that steam right there? That's super hot. Oh, yeah. It's good. But when you put that gravy over the top of it, that is fantastic. I used a knife to cut it, but my fork's going right through it. That is superb. That's dinner in an hour. A big dinner. I said before that probably 8 portions. I bet you could get 10 or 12 out of that, because I think that pork loin grew while it was in the cooker.
Well, you know that's normal. That happens all the time.
It's like magic. Hey, you know what else will be magical? If you give us a thumbs up down below if you like videos like this. And also, if you've not become a member of the Crock Posse, click the little red bell. click the little red button down below that's called the subscribe button, and automatically you are a member of the Crock Posse that is growing every single day. Also, if you want to know as soon as we put up a new video, we're pretty snazzy, we think. Click the ding-a-ling, that little bell next to the subscribe button, and that will let you know as soon as we put up a new video.
Not his picture.
No.
But the little bell.
You can't touch this. And then y'all, whatever you do, laugh often.
Eat good food.
And speak life.
Bye.
Oh, back up that pig.
Oh my goodness, it's so good.
Hi everybody, welcome back to another Hi everybody. Well, that's not my trademark sign. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hey y'all, and thank you for. Hey y'all.
Watch this. The beard.
Hi, welcome back.
You've
It's
lost your
gone.
essence.
I've lost my personality. I don't like
He
it.
doesn't
I know
look
you
like he is
people say,
anymore.
oh, he looks so good without the beard. I don't care. 3, 2, 1.
If you want to see the latest, click on the left right here. If you feel like subscribing, click on the right, my dear. And if you think we're funny enough to send us money, click the Patreon